Alright, good evening ladies. In today's video we're going to be doing a deep dive analysis into one of the most exciting projects that I've researched in recent memory for sure. And after researching this over the last couple of days, I've just been kind of blown away by what I've found, and that the project we're talking about is Parellel and the coin is called Prime. And yeah, there's a huge amount to get through in this video, in this project. But yeah, my mind was kind of blown after researching this. And, for the last 6 months or for the last year almost at this stage, I've kind of said for this cycle, the most important narrative is AI. And although I haven't been 100% correct on that, the most important narrative so far in this cycle has been meme coins. But AI has definitely been the second biggest narrative. I think everyone would agree on that. Now, the other biggest narrative, or one of the other biggest narratives, of course, is gaming. Now, it's probably like a top 5, maybe even top 3 biggest narrative. And this project actually 100% fits the bill on both AI and gaming. There's 2 aspects to this game. There's the Parallel trading card game, which we'll go over briefly, and then the AI game that is currently in development, which is completely mind-blowing once you've learned a little bit about it. And the other very exciting aspect of this project is the Prime token. You can't stake it yet, but soon you'll be able to stake it and earn the new AI token from Wayfinder, the AI backend for their game, which, this Wayfinder project is extremely interesting. So make sure if you want to find out a bit about it, I'll talk about it a bit more towards the latter half of this video, but that's one of the main reasons to be looking at getting into Prime. So first, quickly run over the trading card game from Parellel. It's just Parallel trading card game. People who enjoy the likes of Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering trading card games have said that this trading card game is very fun. I haven't played it personally myself. However, a lot of people have said it's a really, really good game, a really good trading card game. There's a lot of lore behind it. They've put in a huge amount of work, and the hardest part about a game isn't the graphics, isn't the story. It's actually making the game fun, and they've successfully done that already, which is a good sign. So this is a free-to-play trading card game, so you can go ahead and give it a try if you want. But if you want to play to earn with this game, you can do that, but you need to buy some NFTs. And I'm not going to go too heavy into the specifics because it's not the most interesting aspect of this project, but there is play to earn mechanics, and they have done the mechanisms well in the fact that there's somewhat of a circular economy. Even though the Prime token is inflating, there is Prime sinks as well. So if you want to buy emotes, those little dance moves in the game, or if you want to buy new cards, or if you want to buy new NFTs, you can use the Prime token. So there are sinks for the token and making a good sustainable economy. But the more interesting aspect to this project is the new game that they're building, Parallel Colony. And this is an AI-powered survival game. And what the hell does that mean? So at the moment there's these 11,000 parallel avatars, but these are going to be extended to, as many avatars as are needed for the amount of gamers that are needed. But each of these avatars is going to be incorporated into a new sort of NFT. I forget the number, it's ERC something or other, but it's a new standard which basically allows the NFT to be both an NFT and a wallet. And why is that important? It's important because each of these avatars is actually going to be an AI agent, and you're going to be able to give it money, Prime, and it's going to be able to spend the Prime within the game as it sees fit. So you basically give it a direction, you give it your ideas, you say these are the tasks I want you to complete, or this is the general thing I want you to do, and it's going to go ahead autonomously and do those things on your behalf, and it's going to be able to spend the money as it sees fit on your behalf. And this AI agent, this is all being built by Wayfinder on the back end, but it's going to be able to learn what's the best way to achieve the goals that you give it, and it's going to be able to talk with the other avatars within the game and learn how they achieved whatever the goal is. And it's going to take breaks when it needs a break. It's going to be able to spend money when it needs to spend money, and it's going to be able to store memories. It's going to be able to talk to you and have its own personality and be completely unique in the Parallel ecosystem. So
Autonomously roaming this world, collecting scarce assets, interacting with other agents or avatars, and transacting with each other entirely autonomously and entirely on chain. And your job is to interact with your agent or your avatar and be able to influence and help them navigate that world together. So the question is what does that world look like? Let's take a look. So this is an example of what our target state in our existing build looks like from a UE5 standpoint. It's not fully integrated yet, but you can see a number of different agents interacting with each other within the simulation entirely autonomously. So they could find something really rare. They could have, you can give them some ERC20 and they can go buy more food or equipment. And there's all kinds of stuff that happens that's what's described as emergent behavior. So these things that break up the linear loops of games that are traditionally problematic and create new experiences and unexpected things.
I require your assistance, Command. How should I approach this?
So pretty interesting idea. And this is all being built by Wayfinder. And this is kind of like if you ever saw my video on Autonomous, where AI agents are going to be able, like this is kind of similar to what Autonomous does, is what a Wayfinder is building. Wayfinder, the name comes from finding the way. So, for example, if you need, like, yourself, if you've been on a blockchain and you need to bridge from this blockchain to that blockchain and you need to take out a loan on this platform to be able to give money to that platform, a lot of the time it can be quite complex and frustrating. You have to learn how to do it. But the idea with Wayfinder, this is completely separate to Parallel now. This is what Wayfinder is building. But the Wayfinder AI agents are going to be able to do this. Like, AI agents don't get frustrated. AI agents have unlimited patience. AI agents don't need good user interfaces. They can just, like, we know how bad user interfaces can be in crypto, but it doesn't matter to an AI agent. It's just using the code on the back end. And you basically give a bit of money to this AI agent, tell it what you want it to achieve, and it's going to go ahead and do that. This is completely suited to crypto rails, like much more so than traditional banking rails or TradFi rails. Basically, these AI agents will be programmed to earn the most amount of money for their owners on their behalf. And, this is kind of what Wayfinder is building. So a very, very interesting project. And they obviously have a massive partnership with Parellel because, they're kind of helping build their game. So a large chunk of the Wayfinder airdrop when it happens is going to go to the Prime stakers. So that's probably one of the main reasons Prime has been pumping so much recently. Bit of a side note, is there any projects that you stake one token and you earn a new AI token? Yes, there is one that I've been talking about a couple of times on these videos, but also on my Twitter. And if you bought it back in December and staked the Pepe coin, so this is the OG Pepe coin, the first Pepe coin that was made in 2016 on its own blockchain, but eventually moved over to Ethereum instead of running its own blockchain. If you staked it back then, now you're earning this based AI token, and you're also entitled to these new NFTs. But basically, this new based AI token is kind of a competitor to Tau. And, these people who built the original Pepe coin, they really knew what they were doing. They're smart guys. So they're building something very interesting. But all in all, if you had bought Pepe coin, including the based AI that you got, including the NFTs that you got, you're up about 100x in 3 or 4 months. Now, I'm no way in saying that Prime is going to do that in any way whatsoever, but I'm just giving you an example and an update on that Pepe coin project. Very, very interesting. But yeah, basically Prime stakers are going to be earning this prompt token, and the Wayfinder partnership, it's basically going to allow these avatars. These avatars are going to be trained on huge data sets. They're going to be able to understand human language, or large language models, store information as memories, and then learn and act on all those memories and information and that learning that it has. So yeah, pretty cool project. So very interesting in regards to the Parallel game, the Parallel Colony game, which is coming out later this year. But also the Wayfinder project seems very, very interesting, which you're going to be earning tokens of if you're staking the Prime. Like I said, this Colony game is going to be built on Solana. And, I've continually said that I'm bullish on projects that build on Solana for obvious reasons. There's plenty of advantages to being built on Solana, but they also have strong partnerships with Base. For example, you can actually buy the Prime token on Base. Like, you can buy it on Coinbase, but you can also buy it on the Base chain instead of buying it on Ethereum directly, which basically Coinbase and Prime have a strong partnership. So Coinbase is probably, once this game goes live, going to encourage its hundreds of millions of users to potentially try out this Parellel colony game. How much of this Wayfinder token called Prompt are you going to be entitled to for staking Prime? Well, someone's actually worked it out, and well, so I'll leave a thread in the description, but basically someone worked out that you're going to be earning about 70% by staking Prime. You're going to be earning like 70% of the value in Prompt tokens. So the fact that you're going to be earning this Prompt tokens is probably enough in itself to be interested in Parellel. However, Prompt is going to be a big project. That token is probably going to be valued very, very highly, probably in the region of what Autonomous is valued at. But on top of that, Parellel itself is probably going to be the standout game of this cycle. And last cycle, the most highest market cap game was, of course, Axie Infinity. And we can see the circulating market cap, this is just circulating market cap, got to 10 billion. And the fully diluted valuation got way higher than that. So Axie Infinity hit 10 billion in circulating market cap, and Prime at the moment has a circulating market cap of just under 800 million. And this cycle is going to be bigger than the last cycle. So if this is the standout game of this cycle, there's a lot more upside for Prime, in my opinion, potentially. If this game is a success and this is the main game, which it's looking like it's going to be, but if this is the main crypto game of this cycle, then Prime is probably going to, at least get to that market cap, in my opinion. Now, there are some tokenomics issues, like obviously the tokenomics, there's going to be more inflation of the Prime tokens over the next year or two, but, it's not going to send this token to zero, in my opinion, basically what I'm saying. So because I think the Prime game, the new Colony AI game, is going to be hyped up a lot, I think the Prime token is going to go up just based on that fact. But adding on top of that you're going to be getting this Wayfinder token called Prompt, very bullish in my opinion, not financial advice, but I'm making this a medium-sized position in my portfolio. I've been adding to it recently. I bought it a good while back, a small bag, but I hadn't researched it fully. And now that I've researched it fully, I'm got a lot more interested in this project. So I've opened up a Telegram group where I'm sharing all my most up-to-date plays, because obviously I can't make a YouTube video for everything. So if you want to join my Telegram group, I'll leave the link in the description. But there's one topic within that where it's just me talking, so please don't chat in that one. And then there's another topic where it's just a general chat where we can talk with each other, and there's, you can talk with other people in the community. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, hit the like and maybe use some of my referral codes in the description. And yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.